Marjolaine, it's so nice to have you here. I love all kinds of crafts. I love learning new things, and so when I do get a chance to go to one of the big craft shops, it gives me a chance to look for the things that you or other guests have talked about. But we're going to do something I've never worked with before, a gel press. You call it mono printing?
That's right. So this is something, well, people have been mono printing for a long time, and some started making gel presses with gelatin. And that was a lot of fun.
Like gelatin that we make Jell-O with.
That's right, which is a lot of fun, but you have to keep it in the fridge, and it doesn't last, and it's not the greatest thing. So
I've never heard of that. This is
now
what
we have
this
a
is
gel
how
press,
it comes.
which you don't have to keep in the fridge, and it's reusable and durable and so much fun.
And it's called a gel press, and do they come in? I notice this is for 8x10s.
They come in all kinds of shapes and sizes. I brought 2 today. This one's a 3x5.
Oh, that's if you're just getting started. Maybe that would be a good one to
right.
try.
I have a 6x6. There's different sizes. There's circle ones that are fun too.
Oh,
And it's so easy to create beautiful works of art.
This is what it is. It's really strange feeling.
It is.
It's like a piece of soft rubber.
That's right.
Okay. And you said these are some of the things that you've actually printed on it.
Right, and these are just prints that I pulled off in a minute. It's not very complicated.
And cheap, thin paper. So does it work just as well on
It works on cardstock, on deli paper. You can use, this is just,
this is
copy
great.
paper.
And here's a little journal that you made that I thought this was really cute. And you printed the whole page, of course, then cut it out, I guess.
And then I just wrote on it. And there's dozens and dozens of different techniques that you can do to add different textures. Here I put a doily on the plate before.
I thought that looked like a doily. I wonder how you did that. You certainly do print nicely. I like to read that.
There's almost no way to mess this up, to be honest. As long as you don't
just
muddy up your colors, it's pretty easy.
What a fun little journal this is. Okay, show us how to do this.
So I'm just going to do a simple one today.
And these are what, acrylic paints?
These are just acrylic craft paints. If you use a better quality paint, you get more prints. I'll show you. With a better quality paint, you can get, that doesn't dry as fast. You can pull one print and then immediately put another paper on and get a second print.
Oh, without having to read.
Right. With craft paints, you have to be a little quicker to do that. It can be done. Just you might get 3 pulls with a heavier body paint.
There are so many things you can do with these craft paints. It's just amazing. They come in so many colors.
I've traveled with this paint.
It was ready
exploded
to
on
squirt out.
That's what baby wipes are for. In fact, I might not need. I'm a very messy artist, but not usually this messy.
Oh, and then you're just using the brayer to spread it?
And we'll add a little bit more. And you can blend your colors.
Wow, that goes on so nicely.
And what I'm going to do here to add some texture, I have embossing folders because I used to be big into scrapbooking. And now I like to use them in art. So there's a pattern on here.
Right.
And I'm just going to press it down on the gel plate.
And you could press it vertical. You could do, oh, wow, that is such a pretty design.
And you can use different folders.
Oh, and then you lay that on top.
Now for this, I don't want to squish the design, so I'm just gently going to rub that on.
Wow, is that fast or what? That is really amazing.
And once you have it, the paint on here, that does a really nice
So
pattern
you
as
can
well.
make another one?
I don't like to waste.
No. Plus you'd already done all the work.
That's right.
And these could then be used for card fronts, just individual projects.
And I'm just going to add another layer.
Oh, you don't even have to clean that off first.
You don't want to clean it because you'll get that pretty pattern underneath.
Now, would you ever just leave it where that green was showing through if you wanted to?
Yes, absolutely.
You could? Okay.
When you play with these for hours, you discover all kinds of fun stuff.
I bet you do too. And there's nothing wrong.
There really
that
isn't.
you can do. And they're fast. They dry fast. Oh, I see. Even though you had that look like solid purple on there, that's why I was asking. When you press this down, you got some of the beauty of the other colors.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
And for fun, I'm just going to use the small one just to stamp on it to show you another different.
Do you ever work with your kids doing this? Do they like this?
I haven't done this with my kids yet because I've been wanting gel presses for a long time.
Oh, I see.
And now that I have them, I was keeping them for myself.
For yourself for a little while. But so you're putting this on top of another piece.
Right, so over here I wanted a spot that I could journal in.
Oh, I see.
So I did that.
So when this dries, then do you just use markers or pens or things for your journaling?
That's right. So when it dries, then I just used a Tombow marker, a monoprint, to write on it.
I see. And then frame it. That makes it a work of art in itself.
Or I make a journal. One of these days I'll actually write in that journal, but right now I just want to look at it the way it is.
Oh, I think so too. Well, you've already done a lot to it. This is amazing. And again, sometimes it's just finding out what's new in the market, and you may or may not want to try it, but if you do, you can buy a small one and experiment with it and then see.
Yes.
I'm sure you go on to the bigger ones quickly.
I started with a small one and very quickly
it grew.
wanted a bigger one for sure.
Well, thank you so much. This really looks like a fun project. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.